Hello and welcome to kind of a special edition of Worth the Calories. I've been to Lidl, I've done a shopping haul and grabbed a load of their high protein products and we're going to kind of, review them all in this episode. Don't tell Aldi. We've got protein pancakes, powdered protein puddings, we've got a chicken shawarma protein meal, I've got some high protein rolls, and we've got some protein pop chips as well. So I'm going to work my way through them throughout the day. Then we'll see which ones are worth the calories. And as it's morning, as I stand here recording, we're going to start off with some protein pancakes. Now, I'm not going to do both. The question is, which one am I going to try? We've got crispy salted caramel and we've got chocolate chip. Now, I have put these on my social media, and the chocolate chip ones seem to get a more favourable reaction. So let's make some high protein chalky chip pancakes. Right, let's have a read through of what's going on here. It says on the nutritional information, 133 grams is 393 calories, which is 20.3 grams of protein. But it says the net weight is 150. A little bit confusing. This pack contains 2 servings. One serving is 3 to 4 pancakes. Right, okay. So 130, right, I think that's made up weight because you do have to add milk to it. So half the pack, 75 grams, and that means you're going to add, I'm confused myself, no I'm not. Right, prepare the mixture. Empty the contents into a mixing bowl and add 150 ml of semi-skim milk and mix with a hand whisk. Allowed to stand for 5 to 10 minutes. Right, I'm going to guess half of this and then 75 ml of milk. I reckon 150 ml of milk will do the whole packet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, we'll find out because I'm just going to make them now. So I'm going to weigh out 75 grams of this and add 75 mils of milk, and that should make 3 to 4 pancakes, which would be 393 calories. I assume that includes the milk, for 20.3 grams of protein. Have I got there in the end? I have no idea. Right, let's make them. Right, and here we go. I've actually ended up with just one massive pancake. So I make 75 grams of mixture, half the mixture, 75 ml of milk. It seemed really thin. You leave it to stand 5 to 10 minutes, which I did in the fridge, and then poured it into a frying pan. I was trying to do individual pancakes. It's just made one massive pancake. Maybe I made the mixture a bit too thin. And then I've took 100 grams of zero-fat Greek yogurt, mixed it with some frozen strawberries and a bit of protein powder, a little drizzle of chalky sauce. So anyway, the whole pancake is 393 calories with 20 grams of protein. This dish is... I don't actually know. This dish is about 550 calories for about 33 grams of protein. Right, first of all, let's try the pancake. Right, it's lovely. Yeah, that's all right. I've got a real American-style pancake vibe around it. To be honest with you, it just tastes like a bit of a pre-made protein pancake. It's not much different. I'm going to try it with all the yogurt, and as a dish, that is out of this world. Wow. The pancakes are nice. Are they any better than just buying normal protein pancakes? They might, I have no idea what they cost. They might be a bit cheaper. And the fun. That's another thing. You know, a lot of people don't cook enough anymore, and to buy something like these packet pancakes, you can make them with your kids, you can, give a little bit of tossing if you want to. And I suppose there's a bit more of a sense, I know it is just out of a packet, but maybe a bit more of a sense of achievement, I suppose. I don't know what I'm saying. Do you know what? They're lovely. I am eating this whole plate because it's my breakfast. They're really good. Really, really good. Maybe you just want something in the cupboard because obviously with the pre-made protein pancakes, you've only got like a few days to eat them. Something like this, you can stock up, you can stick it in the cupboard, just mix it with a bit of milk. make your pancakes, like I say, get the family involved, a little bit of fun. But the most important thing is they taste good. When I first read the packet, I thought they were a little bit calorific, but in terms of size and weight, they're no different to pre-made pancakes. I've just used half a packet here. I would recommend probably, for most people, a quarter of a packet, or this one big pancake that I've created would probably do for 2 people. At the end of the day, you've got to compare stuff like this to normal pancakes, and they're pretty much the same calories as normal pancakes, just with a bit of added protein in. Really, really nice. I'm going to give them 7.8 out of 10. Worth the calories? Yeah, definitely. Right, we've done the old pancakes for breakfast. Now it's time for lunch, and we have got the high protein chicken shawarma with bulgur wheat lentils and giant couscous. Chicken shawarma, bulgur wheat lentils, giant couscous, and natural yogurt and mint dressing. This bad boy is, where's the nutritional info? I know it's got 35 grams of protein because it says it on the front there. It's got the 427 calories for 35 grams of protein, which is pretty damn decent. 5.5 minutes, it says. Oh no, 5.5 minutes in a 700 watt. Our microwave's a bit powerful than that, so 3.5 minutes in a 900 watt. Right. Let's ping it to perfection. And let's see if this badger is worth those calories. Here we are. Nuke to perfection as always. Joy, it smells good. It smells a bit minty, but I suppose that's kind of, shawarma, Middle Eastern kind of vibe. We've got this natural mint yogurt here. Let's whack this on. There's an alright amount of chicken in there. It's got a decent amount of protein in it, considering, when I say an alright amount of chicken, there isn't loads of chicken, but the bulgur wheat, lentils, they're also loaded with protein. Let's get all this sauce on because that is included in the calories, so we might as well get it on there. Right, let's get into it. So, yeah, we've got bulgur wheat, lentils, got a little bit of maybe a bit of pickled cabbage on there as well. Let's get some chicken. Right, oh, big mouthful. Let's go. You know the drill by now. We've got to have 2 bites. That is lovely. Really, really nice. I always think when I watch these back, I say lovely a lot. But it is. That is really, really good. It's refreshing, if that makes sense. And that's obviously like the mint side of things. It's got loads of flavour, decent sized portion. The chicken's really good quality. And there isn't loads of chicken, but, for what I've paid and for the amount of protein in there, there's obviously enough. That's nice. My only critique, and this is a common one for me because I'm a salt fiend, it could do with a dusting of salt. But other than that, it's lovely. It's really tasty. The portion size is good. Like I say, it's got kind of a refreshing sort of taste to it because of that mint. And it is proper, Middle Eastern, maybe Moroccan, something like, down those sort of vibes. I love food like this. I really, really do. That is a very nice, high protein, ready meal. It's going to get a 7.9 out of 10 from me. Worth the calories? It certainly is. Okay, so we've just had dinner. So after eating our dinner, it's time for a bit of pudding. Now, I've had a few comments recently on some of my social media posts telling me that these are amazing. I'm a little bit skeptical. In fact, I have no idea. Well, you have no idea how they're going to end up. Because when I think of a protein pudding, I think about the ones that we buy from Aldi or Lidl, the pre-made ones. This straight away has got me confused because I've just read here it says just add boiling water. So is it a hot pudding? Is it like a custard? What does it say here? Preparation instructions. You will also need 150 ml of boiling water. Empty the contents into a big cup. Carefully pour the boiling water on the powder and stir continuously with a teaspoon until completely dissolved. enjoy the warm pudding. Right, so now in my mind, I'm thinking custard. Right, so it's basically like a custard. Anyway, I'm going to go with the vanilla one. A bit like the protein pancakes. I don't know, we've got 2 flavours and I'm only going to try one. I'm going to go with the vanilla one. This is, I assume you eat the whole thing. Basically, the entire pack is 236 calories for 12 grams of protein. So the calories don't sound the best. Certainly not compared to a pre-made protein pudding. But anyway, we won't judge a book by its cover. We do have to take into account if it tastes good and what it's trying to mimic, which I have no idea. I don't think it's trying to mimic a pre-made protein pudding because we have that cold. So yeah, I'm thinking custard. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's get the kettle on and let's make up a high protein, warm pudding. Right, we've got a pudding. When I first put the water in and started stirring it, it was literally like liquid. Basically, yeah, it was runny as anything. Anyway, the postman's just knocked on, which has distracted me for a few minutes because I've been nattering to him. And I've come back in and it has thickened up nicely. Smells like custard. It smells like a bit of an artificial sweet custard, if I'm being honest with you. Anyway, I'm stirring it like mad because it says to stir it until it's fully dissolved. Excuse me, I'm trying to do a review here. Flipping dog's kicking off. Yeah, it smells like a sweet custard. You've distracted me now. What are you doing? You don't care. Look at him. Like butter wouldn't melt. What's up? We know it smells like sweet custard, Neil. You've said that about 30 times. Sorry, I'm stirring it like mad because it still looks a little bit grainy. Anyway, I don't think I can stir it anymore. My flipping wrists are going to drop off. Right, let's give it a taste. It's custard. It's pretty delicious custard, if I'm being honest with you. I did not expect that. That is good. Right, I need some jam roly-poly. That's what I need with that. I need jam roly-poly. Yeah, it's just custard. Got some hot water in my kettle still. Do you know what? Sod it. I'm going to make the caramel one. Right, I've got the caramel one here. I'm giving it a really good stir again. I'm just kind of expecting caramel custard, to be honest with you, but we'll see where we get to. Right. Yeah, exactly as I thought. It's a caramel flavoured custard. Nice. I can be a bit hit and miss actually with caramel stuff. That is quite sickly. If you like caramel, that kind of strong caramel flavour, a bit like, not a creme brulee, what are they called? Like a caramel, oh God, my mum and dad used to have them all the time. I never was into them. What are they called? Little caramel things in pots. Tell me in the comments. I can't remember. Like you pull the lid off and it comes out a bit like a blancmange. It just tastes like one of them. First taste, I was like, that's all right, that. As I eat more of it, it's just maybe a bit strong for me. Basically, we've got 2 pots of custard. Now, the issue I have is I've just had a look at custard. So, ambrosia custard. Full fat ambrosia custard for 200 grams. So, these basically work out as 200 grams each. Is 192 calories for 5.6 grams of protein. Ambrosia light Devon custard is 156 calories for 5.8 grams of protein. Now, these are 230 each. So, if I had enough Ambrosia light custard to match these calories, which I think would be about 150 grams. No, 250, Neil. Get your maths right. More. 275. Bit more. 300. Yeah. So I can have 300 grams of light Ambrosia custard for the same amount of calories, and you're getting 9 grams of protein from that. So Yeah, these are more, aren't they? That's 12 grams of... So for the same calories, you're getting 3 grams of protein more. And you know what? They're nice. They're good. Now, I've just actually left this vanilla one while I've made the caramel one, and it seems to have gone really runny. Is that because some of the stuff's come out of it? Still tastes nice. It's just gone quite runny. Maybe there's like a key temperature to eat it. I have no idea. Caramel one for me. I'm just not a mass. I can't remember what's that caramel pudding. It's doing my flipping nutting. What they called them? It's not a creme, or is it a creme brulee? Is it just a cheap creme brulee thing that I can't remember? That one, it's just a flavour for me. I like the texture of it. It's nice and thick, the same as the vanilla one when I first made it. It's just the flavour for me. Worth the calories, that one? No. Personal preference, I'm just not a massive fan of the flavour. If you love that strong caramel flavour, you'll like it. The vanilla one's delicious. You're just going to basically eat a cup of custard for 230 calories for 12 grams of protein. And if that's your thing, you like eating cups of custard, it's got more protein in it in the equivalent, volume of custard, double the amount, to be honest with you. But it is a few more calories. But again, if you took light custard up to the same calories, you're still getting more protein. It's a bit of a random one, really. I'm going to go right on the fence. 7 out of 10. Is it worth the calories? It's lovely, but then I suppose do I say, pre-made protein? God, Neil, stop being so indecisive. It's a tough one. I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. Is it worth the calories? Because it tastes so nice, I'm going to say yeah. Right, last up for this little episode. We've done breakfast. We've done dinner. We've done a bit of pud after dinner. Blossom, shut up. Right, last up for this episode. We've done breakfast. We've done dinner. We've done a bit of pudding after dinner. So, we're at the stage in the day where we fancy a bit of an afternoon snack. Now, the last two things I've got to review, we're going to do kind of 2 for 1, is some of these part-baked rolls and some of these pop chips. So I'm kind of thinking, do we go down the line of a crisp butty? Maybe that's a bit far. Anyway, I'm going to whack one of these rolls in the oven. Actually, I'm going to whack it in the air fryer because they are part-baked. It says bake at home in 6 to 8 minutes. I'm going to try 4 minutes in the air fryer and see where they get to. And then we'll try these pop chips as well. Okay, we've got our part-baked roll. I've just done it for 4 minutes in the air fryer. Oh, and it's spot on. It really, really is. I've not even talked about the calories of this roll. It is a 75 gram roll for 75 gram roll for 207 calories. You get 15.8 grams of protein and 5 grams of fibre. That's pretty decent. I don't know what it compares to if we look at a normal wholemeal roll for 75 grams. Let's have a look. NutriCheck. Let's go wholemeal roll. Wholemeal bread roll. This is just Tesco 6 wholemeal batch rolls, 75 grams. 181 calories, 8.2 grams of protein. So it's got a few more calories, but double the amount of protein, which is good. I have literally got the most minuscule amount of butter here. You've got to have butter. I know I always go on about these sort of reviews. You've got to, try things in their natural state, but you've got to have butter on bread, haven't you? Right, let's go. That is really good. It's chewy because it's protein. But that works for bread. Oh. It helps it being warm. I don't know if I'd like it cold. I think it definitely needs to be warm. I don't even remember. It'll be a few years ago now. Lidl in the bakery section used to do like a high protein roll. It's very similar to that. Will I bake it, make a butty and take it to work? I think it could get very, very chewy if it goes cold. But at home, bake it, bacon butty. Great in a bacon butty. Great for soup as well. Really, really good with soup. Oh, I like them. I'm not going to review them just yet, like give my final score. I'm going to try these pot chips. I'm going for the salt and vinegar one. Salt and vinegar is my favourite flavour of any crisp. Does that make me biased when I try these? Maybe. What I tend to find with protein pot chips is they can be a bit cardboardy. Let's have a go. I've had a lot of protein pop chips in my time, and that is just a standard protein pop chip. I like them, but I'm not the fussiest of eaters. I'm actually scanning this because these are, I've not even talked about these are 180 calories a packet, but they're 45 grams, so they're a big packet, like a grab bag, for 9.5 grams of protein. Looking on NutriCheck, again, you know, the only things we should really be comparing this to is normal pop chips. It's not, in fact, I've got some here. I've got some normal pop chips here. These are just Aldi's own normal pop chips. So per 100 grams, dropped a bag. Per 100 grams, 428 calories. Per 100 grams, 400 calories. So less calories than normal pop chips. And per 100 grams, you get 21 grams of protein with these. 5.7 with these. So loads more protein and less calories than normal pot chips. And they just taste, if you've ever had like my protein crisps or the Novo protein crisps, you can get them in Home Bargains. Standard protein pot chip. Nice salt and vinegar flavour. I like them. Are they as good as a normal pot chip? Probably not. Are they as good as a normal crisp? No. But they do what they say on the tin. Pot chips with a few, with a bit more protein to help fill you up a little bit more. They are getting a 7 out of 10. Worth the calories for me personally. Yes, I think they are. Like I say, lower calorie, bit more protein. So that's a win-win. I keep smacking. I've got a sink full of pots here. And the high protein little bread rolls. They're lovely warm. Absolutely lovely warm. In fact, this one here has just cooled down a bit now. With no butter. Still nice. I like them. They're really good. They're an 8 out of 10. They're an 8 out of 10. Worth the calories. 100%. And there we go. That is it for the high protein little edition of Worth the Calories. Let me know in the comments anything that tickles your fancy, anything you'd try, anything you're a little bit skeptical about. The two standouts for me were the chicken shawarma ready meal and those protein part baked rolls. Both of those very, very good. I highly recommend. Anyway, that's it for this edition. And as always, whatever you are doing, wherever you are, make sure you are bossing your weight loss.